Well, diets that include intermittent fasting are growing in popularity. Google searches for the eating plans quadrupled in the past 3 years. The three popular types of intermittent fasting are whole day, which means no food at all, 1 or 2 days a week. Alternate day, which means small meals on specific days of the week and no restrictions on others. And time-restricted feeding, which means eating only during a 4 to 8 hour window each day. Dr. David Agus is here with what scientists say about the trend. Good morning. I'm exhausted just reading that. But let's get to that, because what scientists say and what the data says is what's important. We hear the anecdotal stuff, but is the science backing up what we're hearing?
The answer is no. So, I mean, it all came from some mouse experiments where when they did intermittent fasting, they saw markers of stem cells go up, and everyone said, oh my gosh, if it happens in mice, I want to do it. And so they try to hack the human body, and by not eating a day a week, 2 days a week, or restricting your hours. The bottom line is it's no better than standard diets in terms of losing weight. It's very hard to comply with. In the clinical trials, more than 40% of people dropped out of it. And when you look at long-term markers of health, it certainly doesn't add up.
What my husband does is, I'm going to out him right now, and he says he feels better, and he pointed to research. There are some reports that suggest that it lowers bad blood cells that can cause some types of cancers.
Oh, those cells. So you got to be very careful. I can give you a lot of things that make you feel good. I can give you ice cream. You say, it makes me feel good, right, therefore I should have lots of it. And so how you feel and what is your long-term health aren't always the same. When stress hormones go up, many times you actually feel good, but it's certainly not good for you in the long range.
But is it fair to say that all of these types of fasts are not created equal? I have a friend, Skip. I actually have a friend named Skip, who does the 8-hour method, where he said he only eats during an 8-hour period.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And he says that it's really worked wonders for him, and he's lost a lot of weight. So are some of these intermittent fasting diets better than others?
That's a great point, Gayle. I mean, not that you have a friend named Skip, but that the data really show that our body strives for regularity. And so whether you have 2 meals a day or 3 meals a day, eating meals with nothing in between is the best thing in the world for losing weight and for health. So if your friend says, hey, listen, I only want to eat in this 8-hour period and have a lunch and dinner, that's fine as long as it's regular. The thing is, when you eat for 5 days and skip for 2 days, that's not regular.
Eating less calories will help you lose weight, period.
That's an amazing statement.
I know, yes, and I can say that that is factually true.
Yes.
What's the one thing that people can do to be healthier today?
I really believe, I mean, that we just alluded to, is that it's regularity and schedule. In between lunch and dinner, if you grab an apple, it throws off your metabolism for 2 or 3 days, raises your stress hormones, and it's not good. If you grab an apple every day at 2 o'clock, it's good. The key is the regularity. You know, when you get hungry, that's your insulin going up. And when your insulin goes up and you don't eat, it stays up. And then what happens is you get less sensitive to it. And that's what type 2 diabetes is. So regular schedule, 3 meals, nothing, not a zero in between. That's the best way to lose weight, have optimal health, and feel good. And maybe get rid of some of those bad cells that your husband's worried about.
Regularity.
Or put your fork down and get your butt on the treadmill. That also works. That's also very effective.
Yes.
That's a Gaylism.
Being on a treadmill with a fork is not a safe thing to do.
Thank you,
Gayle.
Agus.
So tell Skip.
That's what I'm doing wrong.